So Petra,
Yes.
you've done the finder's course in Auroville,
Yes.
and yeah, maybe you can tell us how it was for you to be part of it.
Yeah, I will try. Uh, I was very excited to be part of the course, and it was like a big adventure for me to start with that. And yeah, it was a long journey. I find with many heights and depths and ups and downs, and it's not finished. It's still going on. But it gave me a lot of tools to see what's going on really. And I feel that I got deep insights into the structure of the mind, how the mind works, and how we are deceived by the mind very often by believing in it. And also some glimpses of what's behind all that. And so I'm very positive that I'm on the right track. I am a bit frustrated because I don't feel I've got it. But that's also just a mind thing going on, and it is seen, and at times it's also clear. So, yeah, it's been a wonderful journey altogether, and I can recommend it. Maybe you have some more specific questions.
Well, what would be your advice to people wanting to take the same class, same finance course? How do you, now that you have an insight on how what
Yeah.
developed, what you be your message to them, because that's what the video is also for.
The message.
Yeah.
I think in my case, what was the main obstacle was a kind of mind-produced pressure to get somewhere. It's the seeker's problem, I guess. And it was very strong, and I got caught by it quite often. And sometimes it was seen, and then it came again. So it's a kind of insecurity in the mind. Not the confidence of the mind seems like necessary tool to be more relaxed about it all. So to not just to be more relaxed about the whole game of finding what we already are is for me the in this course was for me the most difficult thing. So, and to see through that was my journey, and maybe still is my journey, I don't know. So just not to, to take it easy, take it more easy. So, and it was interesting, like in the course there were so different characters, and like Francois, he was the opposite character. I felt. Yeah, to go into the relaxation is a big treasure if you can do that without getting too upset about not getting there and all that. Mm. So, yeah, just be relaxed if possible. And if not, see through it.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And what could you tell people who are interested to do the course? What can they expect?
I think what was kind of, I think it needs more time than it's advertised for. Like 1 hour a day, most of the time for me didn't work out, no? Because we also had to read things and write things, especially in the beginning. And it was always recommended to do as much as you can, and so I feel it's good to have a little bit more time than maybe in your usual life to make more space for that. That's how I felt. What was your question?
What can people expect during the course?
Yeah. To be prepared that there might be ups, but there might be also downs, and to stay with that. and to commit, to stay with that and look deeply, and also ask for help if necessary.
So you thought it was more intense than either you expected or than they advertised about it?
I think the darker sides came up for me strongly, and that was not so much the subject in the course. It was more pointing to the light always and avoiding the dark night of the soul, or however you want to call what is happening, what can happen with people. And I think that was a bit, I felt sometimes a bit, hey, I'm not doing it correctly because I'm in this dark space and it's not correct. I should be in the light. So I felt like maybe it's good to give that more attention, because it does happen to people also, no? It was a bit, yeah, everything is light and easy and we are always that, which is true, but on the other hand, there are these dark parts in everybody, you know?
Mm.
And I felt it could be more addressed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another question. How would you describe the value of having people with you going through the same process? How important was
yeah.
it for the process? How something you can say about that?
I think it has, like everything, it has two sides. On the one hand, it's very supportive, and you see also what's going on with the other people and in the group. On the other hand, there's more projection happening if you are closer to each other, no? So it's both things happening, no? If we are more close with somebody, you are also more involved in a way. And I could feel that in the course too, no? Especially because some people knew each other already from before, were good friends, partners, or, you know, they knew each other, and some didn't. And the process to get to know each other takes some time. And I felt a little bit outside in the beginning because of that group situation. No? So then I thought, oh, maybe it's not so bad if you don't know anybody from the course from the beginning. Then it's more like an equal start.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then I liked everybody, and it was very nice also that we met in private sometimes and developed our own little relationships amongst each other. No? So, and that there were two real people and I always had the feeling, wow, they're very supportive, and then just see what's going on. It felt very trustworthy, the two of you. I trusted you completely, that you kind of were holding the group. Yeah. Yeah.
Another question. Would you see this course suitable for everybody, or do you feel there would be some requirement to start it?
I don't know. It's very difficult to say, no? Because maybe people who have never been into that subject are very more open than people who have looked into that for 50 years or something. It's very difficult to say. But I don't feel, I don't know, you know, whether it's... I think it's good to develop some discipline. No? That was also for me not so easy, and I put a lot of effort in it to... Now the last 2 weeks, it's kind of the opposite. But for most of the course, I really made that commitment, and I try to hold into that. This may be, for some people, difficult. But maybe also not necessary for everybody. But I feel to commit to that one should have a look, if people can really commit.
I think Jeffrey was totally clear the first video about that the commitment is much bigger than what everybody expects, and it's even bigger, I think, than what he says.
I think so too,
I think
yes.
so.
That's also with the time, you know, that I feel it needs a little bit more time than it seemed in the beginning.
It's more intense and more.
It's much.
more
It's
honest,
intense time, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there is a lot of other things going on, which there might be, you never know what happens, no? But if it can be avoided, I think it's quite good. No? Outer responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a big adventure. I'm not regretting it at all. I think because of the group and the whole situation, and we are talking and we are living also relatively normally, I had to look at things in a different way, because I've been looking at these things for many years, but somehow in silence. I don't know, it's different. Because expression was necessary, no? So then the things got more clear, what the problem is actually. Yeah. So the group for that is very important.
The group sharings.
The group sharings, yes. And also that it's not on a retreat in silence, no? Because it gets reflected back from the outside world directly, no? Like everything. But it makes it more clear.
Yeah.